Speaking of weirdos in the Republican Party, did you hear about the guy who's charged with murder and won the primary?
Yeah. What the hell is this?
Okay, so
What is he running
for those of us who didn't hear this bizarre story yet, my understanding is that Republicans voted in Indiana for a gentleman named Andrew Wilhoite.
Yeah, Wilhoite.
Wilhoite?
Something like that, whatever.
A man who 2 months before the election was arrested and charged with beating his cancer-ridden wife to death, hitting her in the head, I believe, with something, and then allegedly dumping her body in the river.
Mm-hmm.
And he wins the GOP primary.
Yep, he wins the GOP primary. He's a farmer from Boone County, Indiana. He's accused of murdering his wife, and he won the Republican primary election this week.
Yeah, and he killed her basically because she accused him of having an affair while she was dying and threatened to leave him, and he allegedly killed her. He won his Republican primary on Tuesday for one of the 3 open seats on the Clinton Township Board.
Okay.
There is no God. I mean, how do the Republicans honestly face the public with these people representing them? I genuinely, is there no shame? Is there nothing left that make people feel bad?
No.
Is there nothing that embarrasses anyone anymore?
Yeah, why aren't you calling this out? Like you would think, especially the people that have branded themselves as sane Republicans, those same people, Liz Cheney, Mitt Romney.
Well, I don't think any of those people qualify as sane Republicans, but in context of what is happening right now, I mean, they look like liberals, which they are absolutely not.
Right.
By the way,
where are y'all at? Where are y'all
at?
I
mean, if this was a Democratic candidate, this would be on a 24-hour news cycle on Fox News. So I'm not understanding why the party of family values doesn't have a problem with the person who has been allegedly accused of murdering his dying wife and dumping her body in a creek.
Also,
while having an affair, allegedly.
While having an affair, and I know people are so, tired of people bringing up race and stuff, but do you really think anybody but a white guy would be able to do this? Do you think even a black Republican, do you even think like a Tim Scott type or a Candace Owens would be able to do some shit like this? Of course not.
No. And I think it's shameful. And even if I could get behind Republican ideology, I can't get behind their representatives. So I'm always consistently repulsed by the makeup of the people in the party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand how you can hold a Bible and stand next to some of these people at the same time. I don't get it. I don't understand how someone who identifies as a Christian can rationalize that.
Well, that's the thing about culture war is all you have to do is anytime somebody tries to hold you accountable or point out your hypocrisy is say, you're on the other side of the culture war, and this is just an attack from those liberals who want to destroy America. So that's why Madison Cawthorn can lie about military service. If somebody says, "Hey, actually, he didn't serve in the military. He wasn't accepted to the Naval Academy. He was lying." That's an attack from the left, and they just want to destroy America, and they're attacking me because I'm fighting for you. Same thing with this guy. Somebody points out, "Hey, this guy's in jail for murdering his wife." Those are charges from the Democrats. George Soros is supporting the AD or the AG or the prosecutor who's coming after him. These are attacks from the left, from these people who want to destroy America. And the only reason why this man is in jail, awaiting trial right now, is because of George
Democratic propaganda against him. So he didn't crack his head in the wife. He didn't crack his wife in the head with a flower pot.
He's fighting for you so hard he had to kill his wife because his wife was part of the left.
Right. The cancer-ridden, dying wife who called you out on having an affair and threatened to hit you with a divorce, which leads me to believe she must have the money.
Must have.
I mean, must. So why are the Democrats losing so badly to the likes of this? Shouldn't this be an easy win? Because this doesn't seem like steep competition to be comparing yourself against as far as the war between good and evil goes. And yet somehow the Democrats have manifested themselves to be equally as distasteful as these people. What is the problem here, Jay? What is so distasteful about the Democrats that the likes of this is still rational in context of the world that we're in?
The Republican media diet. Nobody on Fox News is going to talk about this, first and foremost. So you're not even going to. So if all you do is watch Fox News
or
and pay attention to conservative Twitter and Newsmax and OAN and shit like that, you're not even going to notice this. And whenever you're
not going to notice the alleged murderer.
If it even comes
office.
up, you're going to say it's the left, and then they're going to convince you this guy who's going to be doing this job from jail.
Okay,
is better than those communists that want to destroy America.
The alleged wife murderer is a better candidate than a Democrat.
Yeah,
got it.
Again, this is in rural Indiana, which is very much like the South. Okay, and he won this primary with just 60 votes.
So that was like by the skin of his teeth.
Happening in the middle of nowhere.
Right. And by the skin of his teeth. So it wasn't like a blowout.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 60 votes is enough to swing an election in rural.
One vote's enough to swing an election.
Yeah.
So, and apparently he got it. So congratulations, Republicans. I hope you're proud. Of course, this is alleged. The man has not been tried in court.
But he is in jail, and he is awaiting trial. His mugshot is everywhere.
And his mugshot's everywhere.
He wouldn't be charged with it if they didn't believe they could get some kind of a conviction for something.
I'm wondering out loud why being an alleged murderer or sexual assaulter is not a disqualifier from office.
Where's the public outcry demanding that this guy step down or before they even had the primary? Where was the public outcry from the official Indiana GOP? And from people at the federal and national level saying, you, sir, need to bow out of this. Because
there's more of an outcry on face masks. Yeah, there was more of an outcry on wearing face masks than there was on an alleged wife murderer winning an election. And it really makes me question the logic of anybody in this weird world. How is that even possible? That more people want Kaepernick dead than the alleged murderer?
Yeah.
That where people's anger manifests is a very strange phenomena to me.
The selective outrage. Like
the lady losing her mind in Trader Joe's, I guarantee you is not losing her mind about this guy.
Yeah. We're going to pick and choose. We're going to pretend to be pious.
But we're going to pretend to be pious.
We're actually going to be upset about.
Right. And I'm supposed to take these people seriously. I'm supposed to trust the judgment of these people.
Yeah, like you want these people to really represent you, really?
Apparently they do, because Marjorie Taylor Greene, by the way, is eligible for re-election again, despite everything she's said and done.
And
a judge ruled she is eligible.
Was it her, or was it Lauren Boebert's husband who like literally got charged with like exposing himself to minors?
It was the other one.
Yeah, but still.
Right. So we're not concerned that the uneducated, and education comes in many ways. It's not just degrees. It can be travel. It can be books. It can be literature. It can be experience. But these ladies seem to lack it. And I'm astounded that after everything Marjorie Taylor Greene has said and done, that this week she is qualified to run for re-election. A group of voters had filed a challenge against her, demanding that she be barred under the provision of the 14th Amendment concerning the insurrection. However, the judge on the case, Charles Boudreau, held a hearing on the matter and found that nonetheless Greene was eligible. Again, where is the mothership?
Mm-hmm.
If this is what leadership is coming down to and the public is settling for it, then, you go to the circus to see monkeys and clowns. Well, here they are. So enjoy the performance and I guess grab some popcorn.
Is that
I really don't know.
Nominee or a Trump nominee, or has it been on the bench since before any of that?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise that they weren't going to say, "Oh, you're not allowed to run again." I think whoever the judge is like, you know what? If y'all hate this bitch this much, like y'all
then just don't vote for her. Right. Like if it is up to, that's why I don't believe in censoring and canceling. And I don't really think you can cancel anybody anyway, but I don't believe in censoring and saying this one shouldn't have a platform, that one. No, let everybody speak. It should be up to us to tip the moral compass in the right direction. It shouldn't be because literature, comedy, music, books, whatever it is taken from us and we are unable to hear it. We should all be able to hear everything. And through our moral compasses, disqualify those whose rhetoric we as a human society who claims to have a moral compass should collectively agree that this person doesn't deserve us to tune in. That's a louder message than just banning stuff. Because banning things and canceling people turns people who don't deserve to be into martyrs for free speech and all kinds of stuff that they're really not representing. They're just capitalists benefiting off misinformation, but we're turning them into heroes because we're not really informed.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. And then on top of that, like, you know, to an extent, you get the government that you deserve.
You get the government you settle for. If these are the fucking idiots running for office and people are really taking their magic blue pens and ticking this off, well, you know what? Congratulations. Don't fucking complain. This is why I don't vote a lot, because most of the time, I don't think any of the candidates deserve my vote.